dirty or too disgusting, then there are animals that eat their own tails or brains. Nature is cruel. Some species feed themselves by eating other species such as lion, hyena, and wild dogs. Some species live on the body of other species such as ticks. Some species also eat cannibalism to survive or show power like sharks, Komodo dragons. Some species are born so unlucky that they develop parts not to evolve but to destroy themselves like the Argali ram donkey. However, more frightening than all, that is, there are animals that eat themselves. Although it sounds like going against the intentions of the nature, this phenomenon is quite common in many animals. So, what is the reason for this bizarre action? Number 1. Tiger self-eating is a method of self-defense. In 2007, a tiger with a missing foreleg was found in Teso Nilo National Park on Sumatra Island, Indonesia. They guessed it chewed on its own food to free it from the trap. This turns out to be a common phenomenon in animals. Dogs, bears, and monkeys also chew their skin, muscles, tendons, and bones to escape the trap. This behavior sounds too gore, but also very reasonable. It is better to lose a part than lose a life. However, that is not the only reason animals eat themselves. Number 2. Sea squirt self-eating is a form of brain upgrade. Sea squirt are born as larvae, shaped like tiny tadpoles. After clinging to a certain rock, these larvae entrench there. Like moths on land, they gradually change in morphology. When they reach adulthood, they look like tiny bats with holes, surviving by absorbing food from the seawater. The larvae and adult sea squirts have different lifestyles, which means their organs are also different. The larva sea squirt's body structure is very simple, consisting of only a bunch of nerves running along the spine, quite similar to the backbone of high-level animals. In front of this bundle are the cerebral sac with light and gravity receptors. As an adult, the sea squirt doesn't need these parts anymore, so eats them as well. Particularly, the brain sac is recycled into the cerebral ganglion to assist in digesting food. In other words, they eat their own brains. Number 3. Snake swallow itself because it thinks it is prey. At this point, you will wonder that there are such dumb animals in this world, right? Actually, there is. Snakes are so crazy that they can eat themselves. Most snakes use temperature sensibilities to hunt. However, some species even wag their tails quickly to attract prey. So, sometimes it mistakenly thinks its tail is prey and rushes to swallow. In addition, if the smell of any prey still lingers on the snake's body, it will devour its tail because it thinks it is swallowing the prey. In other words, swallowing prey, or in this case, swallowing a snake's own body, is not an intentional act. When they see a smell of delicious prey, of course they will rush to eat. Number 4. Cat eating the placenta after giving birth can be helpful. Many mammals often eat the placenta and amniotic fluid during childbirth, such as cats. Explaining this phenomenon, Professor Mark Christor from the University of Buffalo in New York, USA, said that eating the placenta can be a method of relieving postpartum pain, especially in rodents. A 2015 study conducted by professors from the Feinberg Medical College in Chicago, USA, showed that the phenomenon of human placenta eating is relatively rare and has only recently appeared in Western countries. They also didn't see any benefits from eating human placenta, such as reducing postpartum depression, increasing milk intake, or resuscitation, as many people do. Number 5. Cricket eat its own parts that science cannot explain. Short-tailed crickets are light brown crickets. Their reproductive organs are destroyed, and their ability to burrow is very intelligent. When complete, the cricket caves have plenty of room, where they spend most of the time, except when looking for food and mates. However, they have a very special hobby of eating their own wings. Up to now, scientists have yet to explain this strange behavior. Number 6. The giant centipede eats itself to grow. The giant centipede, also known as the giant golden-footed centipede, is the largest representative of the genus Scolopendra and the centipede in general. They possess a superior size compared to other cousins when they are up to 26 to 30 cm in length. With such a large size, it is not difficult for a giant centipede to kill snakes, rats, frogs, or even bats and small birds. But in order to reach this size, the yellow-footed centipede often has to undergo many painful sheddings, because the body is surrounded and protected by a solid skin with poor elasticity. If they want to continue to grow to avoid the damage to the body, they must go through this process. Shedding is the process that marks a major milestone in the life of a giant centipede. Of course, they will spend a lot of energy on this work. In addition, the newly formed skin is still soft, sensitive, not enough to protect them from external dangers. So, the yellow-footed centipede often has a strange habit of eating the own skin. As such, they can partially compensate for the lost energy, as well as avoid unnecessary damage if they have to hunt during this time. Once grown to a large size, giant centipedes can hunt snakes, rats, frogs, or even bats and small birds to eat. Number 7. Octopus eat itself to live. Once pregnant, the female octopus will make herself a nest and cover it with rocks, sand, and shells. After giving birth to 80,000 eggs, it stays behind to protect and care for its little babies. It does not leave the nest for even a second, clearing the trash and its surroundings. So, when the eggs start to hatch, the female slowly dies. In order to hold on to the last minute, it sometimes eats itself. The natural world is very harsh, isn't it? Fortunately, we are born human, favored by nature. Those are the self-eating animals that we have synthesized for you. If there is any animal missing, please comment below the video. And don't forget to click the like, share, and subscribe the buttons to support us in making new and more attractive videos like this one. Thank you for watching the video.